Hello everyone. So this video demonstrates our project Eagle detection, that is early gas leakage detection for kitchen. I am Rajesh Karandikar and I have worked on the gas leakage detection unit and I will be demonstrating the project throughout. My partner Siddhant has worked on website and desktop application. We have successfully completed this project under the guidance of Mr. Siddhesh Masurkar. Look on components used in this project. So we have used the gas cylinder, the gas pipe, stove, and this is the solenoid valve that is used for controlling the gas flow between the pipe. Then this is the MQ2 gas sensor that detects the LPG gas. One more MQ2 sensor is placed over here. Then this is the thermocouple that is basically used for sensing the flame, if flame is on or off. Then we have used this Hall sensor placed over here to understand to know the position of the knob, and a magnet is placed behind this knob, so it goes like this. So basically the thermocouple, that is the flame sensor, and the knob sensor will tell collectively whether there is leakage from the burner or not. Now this is the ESP32 microcontroller we have used. Then this is the relay for connecting the solenoid valve with the ESP32 microcontroller. In relay, if the LED is on, it means that the solenoid valve is off, and if the LED is off, it means that the solenoid valve is on. The solenoid valve used is of normally closed type. Also, we need to connect the microcontroller with the laptop for database and the calling functionality, as it is not wireless communication yet. Now let's see what happens if there is a leakage in the gas pipe or the gas joint. So I will create a leakage right now. As you can see, initially the relay LED is off, that means the valve is on. Let's create the leakage. Relay LED has turned on and valve is shut off right now, and also we are getting a call from the website. I'll decline it. Now if I refresh it, the MQ2 status has been marked with red as unsafe, and also we have received the entry at which the leakage has occurred. Also to get out of this state, the user have to first repair the pipe, and after that he has to press the reset button on the microcontroller. After he resets, the system will go back to the normal condition. So now I will reset the microcontroller. So again now the LED of the relay is off, that means valve is again turned on, and again if we refresh the site, we can see it is again stated as safe. Okay, so this is the another MQ2 right here, which is there for the connection with the stove and pipe, and this also works the same way as we did with this one. Now let's see what if there is leakage from the burner area. Okay, so we have a thermocouple, that is the flame sensor, and the Hall sensor right here, and collectively it will help us to detect the burner leakage. Now I will just turn on the knob and I won't light up the flame, and this is a leakage condition, and let's see what happens. Basically it will take 3 minutes to detect a leakage, and the reason for 3 minutes is that the thermocouple takes around 2 to 2.5 minutes to detect the flame off to flame on state. So initially also the relay LED is off, that means valve is on right now. As you can see now, the relay LEDs has turned on, that means the valve is shut off, and also we are getting a call. If I refresh the site, So we got the burner status as unsafe in the red highlight, and also we got the entry for the same, which we detected just now. So now if I turn off this knob, it will again go back to the normal state. I turned off the knob and the relay LEDs has got off, which means valve is on again and there is a gas flow. Now let's see what if we have kept the flame on initially and then we create a leakage by putting it off. Okay, so now I will put off the flame but keep the knob as it is on. As you can see, the flame is off now and the leakage has been created. Okay, so now let's see what happens. Now as you can see, the leakage has been detected and the valve has been shut off, and also we are receiving a call. Okay, let me decline it. Now we are refreshing the site now. Okay, so as you can see, the burner status is shown unsafe in the red highlight, and we also got the entry for the leakage we just created right now. Okay, and now to go back to the normal state, we have to turn the knob off. So I have turned the knob off. Okay, as you can see, the relay LED is now off and the valve has been turned on again and it is a normal state. Okay, now again I will refresh the website, and as we can see, the burner status has been turned again to safe. So now let's have a look on the website. So we have made a mobile website because mobile phone is very handy to get important notifications, and we cannot rely on the PC or laptops for that. So this is the home page of the website. We have the About Us section in which we have mentioned the general information about the system. Also there are the features. Then this is the call to action section in which if a user has any queries about the system, he can contact us. He has to press this button and he will be redirected here. So as you can see, there is an email and as well as the call contact details provided where the user can contact us and he can ask for the queries. Also he can send us the message from over here by mentioning his email, phone and his query, and we will be replying to him respectively. Then let's have a look on the working. So this is the general working of the system we have mentioned over here. Then these are the instructions that a user is expected to follow while using the system. Okay, now let's have a look on the home page of a user. So first let's log in through this ID. Okay, so this is the user profile page in which we have the name of the users. Then second is the MQ2 status and also the burner status. So this is the basically notification part where the user will be able to understand where the leakage is occurring from. Then also the main advantage is that we have mentioned the leakage instances record. So basically user will be able to understand when and at what time and at what date the leakage occurred. So as you can see, there is a detailed log of that. We can also log out from this above button and we will be redirected to the home page again. So this is the desktop application that we have made. So as you can see, there are two users right now, and it basically has all the data of the users, that is leakage date and leakage time which has occurred. So it helps us to keep a track on the users also. And the second is that we can create a user, that is we can make the profile for the user, as we haven't made any thing for the user to make his own profile, because there can be redundant profiles that are created for no reason. So basically here we create the profile of the user by assigning him the username, password, his flat number and contact details after he purchases our system.